Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. And as you exhale, allow a calm sensation to wash over you. You're here now, and everything else can just fade away for a little while. Because right now, you're stepping into a new way of being, a new relationship with your body, your mind, your movement. And maybe even now, you begin to sense a subtle shift deep within, like a seed that's been planted, that's always been there, ready to grow. You know the one I'm talking about. It's that feeling, that knowing, that you can and will, because something inside you is already moving in that direction. And as you hear these words, your mind may find it interesting to remember a time when you felt energized, alive, unstoppable. Think about it now. Feel it. That moment when your body felt light, strong, capable, when everything just clicked. Do you remember? And even if it feels distant, it's there, waiting to come forward, like a river under the ice, flowing just beneath the surface. It's funny, isn't it? How you don't need to force that feeling. You don't need to try, because the more you try, the less you flow. And now, you're remembering how much your body wants to move. It's wired into you. Movement is life. It's freedom. And isn't it fascinating? Your body is already ready. That deep down, it's craving that feeling of stretching, strengthening, growing. And as you think about this, notice something. There's a voice, isn't there? A whisper, a part of you that knows exactly how to guide you. You don't even need to listen closely. It's just there, softly reminding you. This is who you are. Someone who thrives in action. Someone who chooses movement because it feels right, because it's exciting, because it works. And you can let yourself imagine now, if you like, how good it will feel to take that first step. Imagining lacing up those shoes, your heartbeat already quickening just slightly, your muscles warming up with anticipation. Picture it in vivid detail, the texture of your clothes, the cool, warm air around you, the rhythm of your breath, steady and strong. And as you picture this, notice how your mind is already rehearsing success. It's funny, isn't it, how your brain loves to prepare. It loves to imagine you getting stronger with every moment, every rep, every stride. You can see it clearly now, can't you? You can feel it, your body working together, harmonizing, growing. Because this is the truth. Discipline is not a chore. Discipline is freedom. It's power. It's a choice that you make every day that says, I matter. My health, my strength, my energy, they matter. And isn't it curious how natural it feels to adapt this belief? As if you've always believed it. As if it's always been true. And now, as these words sink deeper, you might begin to notice something remarkable. A desire growing within you. A natural urge to move, to strengthen, to act. You don't have to force it. It's simply there. Like hunger when you haven't eaten. Like thirst when you haven't had water. Your body craves movement, craves growth. And isn't it wonderful to know, every time you choose to move, to stretch, to push yourself, just a little further, you're honouring this craving. You're giving your body exactly what it needs, what it wants. And with each step, each motion, you're building something incredible. Momentum. And momentum makes everything easier, doesn't it? You've probably noticed how momentum works. The more you move, the more you want to move. The more energy you put out, the more energy you create. It's a cycle, a powerful upward spiral that pulls you forward, upward, onward. And it feels so good to be caught in that flow. And let's be honest, there's a part of you that already knows how to do this. A part of you that's been waiting for permission. So let's give it now. Let's allow that part of you to step forward, to take control, to lead. Because this part of you is disciplined. This part of you is unstoppable. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to try. Because deep down, you already are the kind of person who moves, who trains, who grows stronger every single day. And as this truth takes hold, you might even begin to notice a smile forming. Because it's exciting, isn't it? To realize the hardest part was always just deciding. And now that decision has already been made. You're ready, you're committed, you're in. And from now on, every time you think about working out, every time you think about moving your body, there's a little spark of excitement, a feeling of possibility, a voice that says, yes, let's do this. And the more you listen to that voice, the stronger it becomes. And here is what's interesting. You don't have to do it all at once. You can just start small. A stretch here, a walk there. A few minutes of focused movement. And you know what? That's all it takes to build momentum. Small steps turn into big changes. Because every time you choose to move, you're rewiring your brain. You're creating a pattern, a habit, a way of being that becomes effortless. And with each passing day, it feels less like something you have to do, and more like something you love to do. So as you hear this, as these words settle into the deepest part of your mind, notice how easy it feels to let go of resistance. Notice how natural it feels to simply flow, to take action, to move towards what you want. Because this is who you are now. As you move forward, you'll find yourself feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take the next step. Because the decision has been made. The momentum has been started, and nothing can stop that now. So as you settle into this moment, just let your mind drift, wander, and focus. All at the same time, because somewhere inside of you, there's already a growing understanding, a deeper truth, that begins to emerge as effortlessly as a wave rolling onto the shore. And you may not know exactly where it started, but you don't need to, because it's always been there, hasn't it? And as you hear these words, let your unconscious mind do what it does best, to learn, to adapt, to integrate, in a way that's easy and as natural as breathing. And you might even find yourself wondering, why does that feel so familiar? Because this is simply who you are. Now you might begin to notice something interesting. That deep inside, there's a belief, an idea, a truth that resonates so deeply. It feels like it's always been there. The belief that you're someone who thrives on action. The belief that moving your body, it isn't just something you do, it's part of who you are. And as this belief grows stronger, isn't it amazing how easy it becomes to imagine, to picture yourself waking up tomorrow morning, or the morning after, feeling that natural urge to move, to stretch, to strengthen. It's just what you do now. It's just what feels right. And let's take that deeper. Imagine for a moment. Imagine how your future self feels. The one who exercises regularly, consistently, effortlessly. Picture yourself 6 months from now, standing tall, confident, energized. Can you see it? Can you feel it? The way your body moves with ease. The way your mind feels sharp, focused, and alive. And as you imagine this version of yourself, notice what it's like to step into their shoes, to feel what they feel, to know what they know, to carry the belief that discipline isn't about forcing, it's about choosing. Choosing to honour yourself, choosing to give your body what it craves, choosing to thrive. Because you know deep down that movement is joy, movement is freedom, movement is life. And every time you move, every time you push yourself a little further, you're not just exercising your body, you're exercising your will. You're strengthening your determination. You're building an unstoppable momentum. And the best part, you don't even have to think about it. Because every time you choose to exercise, you're reinforcing a pattern. And patterns, they're like grooves in the mind. They get deeper and stronger with each repetition, until it's automatic, natural, effortless. Now let your mind wander for a moment. Wander to a time when you felt unstoppable. A time when you pushed through a challenge, and it felt so good to succeed. Do you remember that moment? Of course you do. And as you remember it, notice how the same feelings of power, determination and pride, they're beginning to stir within you again. And isn't it fascinating to realise that this energy has always been inside you, waiting, ready, and now as you reconnect to it, notice how it spreads, how it grows, how it begins to move through every part of you, from your mind to your heart to your body, a wave of motivation, of energy, of action. And here is what's even more interesting. You don't need to do this alone, because somewhere inside you, there's a part of your mind that already knows exactly how to stay focused, disciplined, motivated. And right now, that part of you is stepping forward, taking charge, guiding you. So let's talk to that part for a moment, shall we? Let's ask it, what do you need to stay consistent, to stay committed, to make this a way of life? And as that part begins to respond, notice how it gives you everything you need. A clear plan, a simple process, a feeling of certainty that this is not only possible, it's inevitable. And isn't it powerful to realise that every small action builds on the next? That every time you lace up your shoes, every time you take that first step, you're sending a message to yourself. This is who I am. This is what I do. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. The more natural it feels, the more you love it. And isn't it exciting to know this love for movement, this love for growth, is already taking root inside of you now? And as you sit with this, let's take a moment to plant these beliefs even deeper, because beliefs, they're like seeds. They grow stronger with care, attention and repetition. So let's say them now, silently or out loud. I love to move my body. Movement is freedom. Movement is joy. Discipline is my superpower. Every day I grow stronger, more focused, more energized. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to show up. Small steps create unstoppable momentum. Exercise isn't something I have to do. It's something I get to do. It's a gift to myself. And as you say these words, notice how they feel. Notice how they settle into place, like pieces of a puzzle clicking together. And isn't it fascinating how your unconscious mind is already beginning to align with these truths? And as these beliefs become a part of who you are, notice how the resistance just melts away. The excuses, the doubts, they're just fading now, dissolving like a mist in the sunlight. And what's left is clarity, focus, action. Because from this moment on, you're no longer fighting yourself. You're no longer waiting for the right time, the perfect moment. You're simply doing, moving, growing. And the best part, you enjoy it. You enjoy the challenge. You enjoy the progress. You enjoy every step, every rep, every drop of sweat. Because you know it's worth it. Because you know you're worth it. And as these truths settle deeply into your unconscious, they'll continue to grow stronger, day by day, choice by choice, movement by movement, until one day soon you'll look back and you'll realise, this is who I've always been. And as you continue to listen to these words, you don't need to consciously focus on them, because your unconscious mind is already listening, already learning, already making the changes you desire. Now as your body relaxes, your mind can become more open, more curious, more receptive. And as your conscious mind drifts for a little while, your unconscious mind becomes more alert, more focused, picking up the patterns, the ideas, the beliefs. They're already starting to take root within you. And isn't it amazing how the mind works? Like a fertile field. It takes in the seeds of thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and then nurtures them, grows them, strengthens them. And even now, your unconscious mind is planting the seeds of these powerful beliefs. I'm someone who thrives on movement. Exercise is natural, easy, and effortless. Every time I move my body, I grow stronger, more energized, more focused. Discipline is not a struggle, it's a gift, it's who I am. And as these seeds are planted, you might begin to notice, or maybe you've already noticed, they're starting to grow, like roots digging deeper, stronger, more stable. And just as roots anchor a tree, these beliefs, they're anchoring you in a new way of being. A way that feels so natural, so right, so almost as if you've always lived this way. Because in truth, haven't you? Haven't you always known, deep down, that you're capable of this? That you're more than capable, that you're meant for this? And now, as these thoughts flow through your mind, I'd like you to imagine something. Imagine there's a part of you, a wise, powerful part of you, that knows exactly how to create this change. And as you connect with this part, it begins to speak to you, guiding you, encouraging you, reminding you. This is who you are. This is what you do. You move, you grow, you thrive. And isn't it interesting how easy it is to trust this voice, to follow its guidance, to allow it to show you the way? And the more you listen to it, the more natural it feels to act on its wisdom. Now, as you allow this part to guide you the way, let's play with your imagination for a moment. Let's take a journey into your future. Imagine 6 months from now, a year from now, stepping into a version of yourself who's completely aligned with these beliefs. Picture yourself standing there, strong, confident, energized. Notice how you hold yourself, your posture, your expression, the way you move. Can you feel the strength in your muscles, the lightness in your body, the clarity in your mind? And as you step into this version of yourself, you begin to realize something. This is just a future version of you. This is who you are now. This is the real you, stepping forward. And as you embrace this reality, notice how it feels to know that every step you take, every choice you make, brings you closer to this version of yourself. And now let's amplify this even further. As you connect with this future version of yourself, notice how they think. Notice the beliefs they hold, the thoughts they carry, the way they speak to themselves. And as you tune into their thoughts, notice how they sound familiar, how they echo what you're already beginning to believe. I love moving my body. It feels so good to grow stronger every day. Every small step I take builds unstoppable momentum. I'm disciplined, focused, and unstoppable. This is who I am. And isn't it fascinating how these thoughts seem to flow so effortlessly, as if they've always been a part of you? And the more you listen to them, the more natural they feel, like stepping into a well-worn pair of shoes that fit perfectly. Now let's go even deeper. Imagine for a moment these beliefs. They're more than just thoughts in your mind. Imagine they're becoming absorbed into every cell of your body. Feel them now spreading through you, infusing every muscle, every nerve, every fibre of your being. Feel how your muscles respond, growing stronger, more energized, as if they're already preparing for your next workout. Feel how your heart beats, steady and strong, ready to support you every step of the way. Feel how your breath flows, calm and deep, fueling your energy, your focus, your determination. Because this isn't just a change in your mind, it's a change in your body, in your actions, in your entire way of being. And every time you think about moving, about exercising, about strengthening yourself, your body will respond with excitement, with energy, with a natural urge to act. And the best part, you don't even have to think about it, because these beliefs, they're now a part of you, operating below the surface, guiding your actions automatically. Now let's anchor this even deeper. Think of a time when you felt completely unstoppable, when you were in the zone, when everything felt easy, effortless, powerful. Maybe it was a workout, or a moment of triumph, or even a time when you pushed through something challenging and came out stronger on the other side. Bring that memory to mind now. See it clearly. Feel it fully. Notice what you saw, what you heard, what you felt in that moment. And as you connect with this memory, notice how the energy of that moment, it begins to flow through you again. And now take that energy and attach it to a simple action. Maybe it's lacing up your shoes, or taking a deep breath, or standing up tall. From now on, every time you do this action, you'll feel the same unstoppable energy flooding through you. reminding you, this is who I am. This is what I do. And every time you exercise, every time you move, you'll reinforce this belief even further. You'll strengthen it, deepen it, make it a permanent part of who you are. Because every action that you take, it's a vote for this new identity. And the more you act, the more natural it feels. Until one day soon, you'll look back and realize, this is me. This is who I've always been. Now take another deep breath, and as you exhale, feel the weight of these beliefs settling into place, feeling them becoming a part of your foundation, solid and unshakable. And as you open your eyes, when you're ready, notice how energized, how motivated, how excited you feel to take that next step, because the change has already begun, and nothing can stop you now.